Adding up some.
The life in Glasgow, the expectations before I came here were, a little bit big because it was my first experience abroad. But when I came here the first month, I learned lots of international students, but also lots of Scottish people, and it was a very good experience for me.
Glasgow is okay for me. I enjoy here because the life is convenient for shopping and live in the court. It's very good for studying. I just moved here for 2 months. And I feel that the most interesting part for me is studying. And when you're studying hard, you learn more.
But I think Glasgow is a good place. I mean, you can go out every night. Also, the International Students Association prepares a lot of stuff to do. And I don't know, international students are always keeping in touch, preparing by themselves. I don't know, trips and parties and everything.
Glasgow is a very nice city to go to. I think it's for Dutch people, it's amazing to go to there. It's a little bit, sometimes a little bit expensive, but universities comparing to the Dutch way, it's better. The facilities are much better.
I wouldn't say I miss home right now because Glasgow is amazing.
About the security in the life here in Glasgow, I think that yes, it's good. At least I feel safe because we are always together, and all the students, all the international students, we are all together. We hanging out together and go out together, and I feel safe with them because it's like a family or something like that. And we don't have any problem here with the people. Sometimes if you are going out on the weekend, there are a lot of people that they are very drunk on the street, but I don't have any problem with that. So I think, yeah, I feel safe, more or less, yeah.
And in terms of how secure I feel very secure in this city. I've walked many sections of it. I traveled to many other areas of it to do some rock climbing, and I find that I feel very safe no matter what part of the city I'm in. By the flip side of that coin, when I'm in America, my hometown is just above the city of Philadelphia. And by American standards, it's not even in the top 25 most dangerous cities in the country. And yet there are vast parts of it where I choose simply not to go because of how violent it is.
Security-wise, it's there more or less because every city has its own downfalls as well.
My
my expectations when I came here to the Glasgow Caledonian University, they were not very high. I mean, I tried not to build up a lot of expectations about it, but I was quite impressed when I saw the structure, the buildings, the Saltire Center, and all that. All the equipment they have in the university is impressive.
To be frank, I was blank. But like the arrangements done by the university were awesome. When I went to the administrative office, they guided me. So where to collect my cards, matriculation cards, and all, and the arrangements done by the university people were awesome. I come from a place which is pretty hot compared to this climate, and it's here very cold. So I had to adapt to the weather conditions present here.
I've been actually in the UK for a few years now, and to be honest, most likely because it's fairly close from where I live. Of course, there's a number of other Glasgow universities, and this university, I think, had the right practical course that I was interested in. The course it presents is much more practical orientated than some of the other MSc degree programs from the other universities.
And the other facilities on campus, on the university here, are also very well compared to the Netherlands. We have an effective learning service here. You can, if you have questions about how to write a resume or how to reference in your courseworks, you can do it. You can learn it at the effective learning service here.
I'm following here business and marketing. It's the difference in Holland, the business course I'm following here, I think it's heavier, and so for one whole semester. In Holland I have only for 8 weeks a module, you have another module and you take an exam. For here you have to write a lot of essays, and the reference is different. In Holland you use one book, and here you have to use 15 books.
Personally, I'm a history student, and you have not nearly enough history courses. I know that your social sciences isn't really a big subject here, but I had no options. There were exactly 6 courses, and I had to take each of them. And they were all Western. There was no history of the rest of the world, outside of mostly Britain and a little bit of America. And I looked at your modules for previous years, and it's all that way. And that's not right. You're not going to have well-rounded students doing that.
About interaction with the teachers, and I think it's very good inside and outside the class. I had really good relationship with really good relation with at least one a teacher. He's also my coordinator, and I learned a lot from him. And I think that here, maybe it's because of the culture, maybe, but we get a lot. We get involved with the teachers more than in my home university.
The difference between the Netherlands and the UK here is that you have here you have seminars and lectures. In the Netherlands you only have lectures. The lectures here also, like in the Netherlands, are very boring, but the seminars are very challenging because you discuss with the other students and also with the teacher. You learn a lot of things there.
The teacher and the students are very nice, about all the teachers. They help us with the English, and yeah, they take into account all the barriers that we have.
The faculty is very engaging, very helpful. They always seem to be willing to give up some of their time to help me adjust to the learning standards here. And the students as well have been very friendly. I've gotten to know many of them, and very happily been able to become friends with many of them.
Jesus, you have to pay for everything in life. That is okay. I'm fine with that. However, making appointments for medical reasons, I have to wait for over 2 weeks to meet my practitioner. From where I hail, that's Uganda, you can see the doctor anytime. As long as you're sick, you can see the doctor anytime. Here you have to have an appointment.
Facilities like the library is amazing, with a lot of books you can use, and the internet is good. The life on the campus for me is amazing. There are a lot of parties at the campus, and the parties most of the time are very good. It's also a reason to go to a campus, because the parties are amazing.
The career services rendered to the international students, the financial assistance rendered to the international students, everything about Caledonian is really chill.
We've got library problems. Mostly you don't have any books in your library. That's not good. You know, we need books. I know that it's great to have a huge Saltire lounge and everything, but I'm a history student, and without any books, I'm pretty useless. Even when I do find books in the catalog, when I go to find them on the shelves, they're missing, no one can explain it. There are no actual librarians anywhere. I have to go to the base for all my problems, and they've never been into the library. So that's kind of a problem.
Also the facilities as the Saltire Center, where you can can use the computers, but also borrow a laptop. You can, if there are two less computers here, and also you have bed set. You have it's the pub here. You can go there in the evening.
Again, when I need to print something, half the time the printers are broken, or it says you need to get someone to log in for you. There's nobody around. You have to call a technical help guy who tells you to go to the base. And this has to be done pretty much every day when you want to print something. Photocopier is a hassle. You always have to have £1 coins.
About the sports, the activities of the university, it's very good. They have all sorts of sports, and you can get involved. And I played for the Caledonian team, and it was amazing. It was a very good way of getting involved too with the local Scottish students, and also they have very good gym, and you can do all type of you can basically do every type of sport here in Caledonian University.
Well, okay, first of all, I think the university has very good facilities. I think for the national students it might be nice to have 24 hours a day, 24/7 access to labs. Obviously, a lot of international students don't have the finances to buy the necessary equipment to work at home.
Well, I think there should be like a better planning of the modules, because it looks like when the semester is almost ending, it looks like there's no much there are no more things to do.
Of course, they help you with the administration and setting up your educational process. And then I find that in terms of the local area, they allow you to find your own feet, so to speak. I feel that perhaps there could be more information provided for the local area, what there is to do, what there is to see, as well as places where you can get necessities, shopping areas, food shops, things of that sort.
About the website, I think in that aspect, I think my university, my home university, is a bit better, because in one website we can get everything there. We don't even have to go to. We basically don't need to go to the university to deal with applying for modules or fees or whatever. You can do everything in one website.
The accommodation, you have a laundry here. You can go to a laundry there, it's very cheap to do your washes. And the rest of the things here are very good arranged. Also the cleaning here is very good, because once a week they clean here, and they clean the whole room. You live with different students, international students, but also Scottish people in this residence.
The biggest problem you've got in residence is that there's no common area, no lounge anywhere. The only place where people are allowed to meet is the laundry room. Alright? Other than that, we've just got kitchens in the flats, which means you don't meet anyone in your own building outside of your flat, and you don't meet anyone from the other buildings.
Accommodation here in the Glasgow University, it's amazing because you get to know a lot of people, a lot of people, from all countries, all type of people, and about the buildings and everything, I think we pay a bit too much for what we get.
Hot water. We had good hot water for half the year. Then they came in and installed some switch, and now when I go to take a shower in the morning, I never know whether I'm going to freeze or burn. It's not right. How can we wash the dishes? How can we keep the flat clean if we don't even have hot water?
Too bad the internet connection is not very good, but it's very good to get to know a lot of people.
The laundry machines are ridiculously expensive, first of all. And on top of that, I have to have something like 12 20p coins anytime I want to do my laundry. That's really inconvenient. If you have to have machines that only take 20p coins, at least put a change machine in there for us.
I could recommend come to Glasgow, because it's very good for your English also, because you improve your vocabulary and also your words that you learn here. And it's also a good experience to learn other people from different countries, plus also Scottish people. And what I told, it's very good to live here and very good experience.